What's up, JP? Yeah, when I get back, I'm actually going to edit this video, have it out in a few days. There's like more types of people I hate dealing with. I kind of piled that one up before the trip. So this traveling thing, it's not really my style, but nonetheless, I have to do it, you know? I got trying to do something else with the channel, like I've always mentioned. So that video is going to take some time. I have a lot of clips. I have like over 1,000 clips I gotta mash together. You need 275, 40, 21. What do you have? Acura MDX. You need all four or just two? Actually, I don't have that now. That size is usually for like an SUV for the front. All four. Yeah, I don't got that right now, man. Sorry. That I don't have either. That's probably for like an Escalade, right? 275, 35, 22. $270. I don't have that either. I could get it. I mean, where are you located? That's probably for a German SUV, like Audi. Probably Audi or even the Acura MDX. You can size up. I don't have any of that right now. I sold a lot of stuff right before I took this trip. You can find it over there in Jersey. Just got to look around. How's everybody doing tonight, man? The final moments before I leave this place. Actually, I got a layover flight in Hong Kong because you can't go direct to the States from here. I gotta go to Hong Kong. Flight's in about an hour. That flight's an hour and a half. Layover is an hour and a half. And then I'm still on USA time, so I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be tired as hell. Well, there's a lot of people in here now. 22 people. Not bad. How's everybody doing? $225. I don't deal with 17s really. Recently I got some Camry tires, but that's it. But that's for like smaller SUVs. I try to stay away from it if it's not popular, because the issue is it's all about time, meaning like how long will it sit. Like if it sits too long, but it's a popular size, I can always lower the price. Damn, keep going. What do you do? You're a car dealership? You're a dealer, or what do you do? You flip cars? See, I figure you flip cars. You need all these different sizes. Yeah, I don't got those, man. I deal mainly with the European cars and luxury cars. Mainly. It doesn't mean I can't run into other stuff, but that's mainly what I deal with. This is a long walk, man. This is like a 15-minute, 20-minute walk to my gate. Let's take a look around. What's up, Matt Jake? How's it going, man? These are the final moments. Going back to the States. It's hot as balls in here. That's another thing about Asia. When they put the AC on, they put on the bare minimum. You look at all the people that work here, they're all like fully clothed. Look at them. Like it's like 100 degrees outside. The AC is like 80 degrees in here. And they're like fully clothed. That's just the norm out here in Asia. $255, $45, $20. I had those before the trip. They're gone. Yeah, Matt Jake, man. If you ever come, I mean, I can give you guys advice. Oh yeah, I started the Discord. There's one member in there right now. I'm gonna try and post up the link after this live stream. You guys can go in there. I have some travel photos and videos up. You guys can ask questions. I'll try to answer them, except for how much I pay for my tires, how I get them, and how much I make. How much they go for? I could do like 280 for the set, but I don't have them at the moment. They're gone.
Attention please. Thai Airways International Flight T.
Give you a percent. I can't do that, man. Like, I can't. This is. Oh, I use like so many analogies. I'll just use the drug dealer analogy. Like if you ask the drug dealer how much he made, what his percentage is on, whatever drugs he sold, he's just not gonna tell you. Also, you ask the drug dealer how he gets drugs, like if he's like a smaller drug dealer, he's not gonna tell you because you're just gonna go around him. That's what everyone's trying to do, is go around me, I don't want to say anything. It's just there's like there's like an average, I guess, but it varies. Like, let's say something that I sell for $250, sometimes I'll get $250 for it. Sometimes if it sits too long, I'll get like 170, 180 for it. It'll go down. I can't just like give away all this information, on each set, each sale. It depends. I mean, bro, keep going. It's the same thing for you. I'm sure when you flip cars, it's different. I'm sure you get them from all different sources. Like, you might look for a beater on Craigslist, or you might know an auto shop, or maybe you are an auto shop. You have a connection for something, or you have a connection for a body shop. Because those guys, they come to me, they all tell me stuff, I know how they get cars. I just don't want to, personally, I don't want to do it because I don't have the space and the time. I guess you say I'm pretty satisfied with what I'm doing now. I'm doing other stuff too. How's everybody else doing, man? This is overpriced stuff. But I'm gonna miss all of this. I'm not gonna miss the airport prices, but I'm gonna miss like stuff like this. Mango sticky rice, $145. Smoothie, how much is that? $192. $6. That's not bad. Burger King. All right, we can't leave the airport without looking at Burger King prices. All right. Bacon, barbecue bacon with cheese, $2.85. That's close to $9. Whopper combo, that's about $10. This is the airport. It's not bad. No, grande box. Let me try and read this. Angus classic. $5.49. That's like $17, man. For this thing, $17 for Thailand. Forget it. Oh, I'm gonna miss this place though. So yeah, everybody's all covered up. Let me zoom out. Jim Thompson, what the hell is that? What did I enjoy the most? The thing I actually enjoyed the most is seeing my friends, because this is a long story again. My original plan was to stay in Vietnam for 4 days with one friend. He had to cancel 2 weeks before the trip. I had another friend meeting me in Thailand. That still happened. So I couldn't change my flight because the cost to change it was too much. So seeing my friend and his wife, that was the highlight of the trip. But what I really enjoyed the most was Vietnam. If you talk about like when I was by myself, it was Vietnam. The main reason is because I had issue this whole flight, with the whole trip, with not being able to sleep because they have hard mattresses out here, and that's the norm. So I couldn't sleep. But in Vietnam, the hotel I stayed at, they had a bed that was soft enough. And I was there only 38 hours or something. It was crazy. It went by fast. The whole trip went by fast. When I got to Thailand, I actually messaged the Airbnb host before I got there because I read all the reviews and I asked her, I go, hey, do you have a soft or a hard mattress? And the place where I stayed is considered like the Beverly Hills of Thailand. And she said, oh, it's a soft mattress. And she had a mattress topper. When I went there, the mattress topper was crap. It's soft by Thailand standards, but it wasn't soft enough. So I couldn't sleep. I tried to sleep on the couch. The couch was a 2-seater. That was not comfortable. And then from there, I stayed in Bangkok like 4 days, and I went to Pattaya. And then the same thing with the host in Pattaya. I asked them, do you have, because someone said in the reviews that his mattress is hard, and then someone also put in the review that he had a mattress topper or something. So I messaged him directly. Same thing. When I got there, it was not comfortable. It was more comfortable than Bangkok, but it wasn't as comfortable. I'm pretty much summing up the trip. And then when I got back to Bangkok, I stayed here 2 days because my flight, I don't want to go last minute. So same thing, I messaged this person at a hotel. Same thing, yeah, the mattress is soft. It was soft by Thailand standards, it wasn't soft enough. But the thing that I forgot to mention is that, so I take marijuana edibles to sleep. So when I got here, I bought some local stuff, like locally made stuff. And then what happened was, the locally made stuff, it did not work. So then that last 2 nights, I know this is a long story, like last 2 nights ago, when I was here, I went to this place that was known for edibles because marijuana is legal in the whole country. So what happened is that they had an American brand which branched out here, and I took that and it worked. So for me, I was able to sleep last night, and there was something that I ate that I could actually enjoy because my body could function probably due to catching up on sleep. So long story to wrap it up, I enjoyed Vietnam and I enjoyed seeing my friend. I basically enjoyed the last like 36 hours here. I was able to be closer to being my normal self. Jesus, it's hot up here. Sorry. I'm gonna go back over here where the AC is for now. How much were the girls charging? I don't know. I didn't do any of that. Let me tell you guys a long story. So the last time I was in town was 2019 here, and I came here also in 2018. So in 2019, of course, the pandemic happened. That changed everything. So this time around when I came to town here, everything changed, man. The whole feel of the town changed. Just everything, it just changed. I don't quite know how to explain it. Like everything is more like it's more business oriented. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm gonna go back up there for this area is really hot. I gotta hop on the flight in like 15. Well, they're gonna start boarding in like 15 minutes. I'll stay over here for now. It's really hot. So does anyone else have questions besides keep going? What I'm actually gonna do is all the footage that I had, I had some problems with my laptop too. So all the footage that I had, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything together in this weird way, and also my live streams that I did, I want to stick them in there as far as like chapters to kind of like push the story along. Because like I said, I'm trying something a little different than what I normally do for my videos. So I'm just trying to branch out from doing a little bit different stuff than what I've been doing. Any layovers? Yeah, I'm going to Hong Kong next. This flight's an hour and a half. It's 10 p.m. now, so it's like, I mean, it's 10 a.m. here, so it should be 11 p.m. on the East Coast. So the flight is in an hour. Hold on, let me listen to that. All right, that's not mine. So in about 20 minutes, it's gonna start boarding. So probably about 10 minutes, I'm gonna kill the stream. I'm gonna go to the gate. My gate's right there. How much was the flight? Okay, so the earlier you book the flight, the better. Because what happened was I kept waiting for my friend, my first friend in Vietnam. And I could have got the flight around 1,500, but that's also because there's a layover. You have to go to Hong Kong from the States. You have to go to Hong Kong and take a layover flight. So it would have cost me 1,500, but I kept waiting for him. And then it ended up being 1,800. Okay, that's round trip. But what I did was I landed in Vietnam first, and I took a separate flight from Vietnam to Bangkok. So that added to it. So the sooner you book your trip, the better. And right now it's the low season, so the flights, well, the hotels will be cheaper. If you book the flights will still be expensive because there's still demand to go to Asia in general. But for Bangkok, it's the low season. It's the rainy season. From now until like September, October, it's gonna start raining. Right now it's not too bad. It's gonna get really bad in like June, July, and August. That's like when it's the worst. But if you guys plan on going, now's not a bad time as far as the prices. And then Bali, I don't know, that I've never done. Maybe the next trip I'm planning to go to Japan, or maybe like London or somewhere in Europe. I've never been to Europe, so I want to try and do that. Yeah, $2,000. That's the thing. I mean, that's why I do this. You know, like the money that I make from the tires. Believe it or not, I don't really spend on anything stupid. I spend it on my living expenses. Like, I'll buy groceries. I put gas in my car. I buy new tires, of course, so I can resell. I pay the rent on it. I pay for the tires. Sometimes I'll splurge. Like, there's a new camera that just came out the other day. It's probably around $600 with tax. It just came out. It's a 360 camera. It probably would have been cheaper if it weren't for the tariffs from Trump because it's made in China. But we'll see. We'll see about that. Maybe it'll go down. I don't have to get it right away. But basically, I don't spend my money on anything stupid.
Attention please, air carrier.
So when you plan on going, keep going. That's weird, calling you going and keep going. When you plan on going, man?
Passenger Islam Taibu, passenger flight K6723, flight K6723 to Phnom.
Oh, it's nice and cool right here. That sun is a killer. Here, massage. Ask if they offer happy endings. After Xmas, for Thailand, Christmas is like the high season. For Bali, I don't know. You can probably use Google or ChatGPT to ask it what the averages are. But Bali's cheap. Generally speaking, it's cheap. I think it's cheaper than Thailand. If I had the opportunity to work out here, here's the thing. About 15 years ago, I was already doing stuff like this, which is traveling around. But I was doing something to make money overseas. It wasn't anything illegal or anything, but that's how it started. So I've been doing this for quite some time. It's just this whole YouTube thing. That's just recently because I got the 360 camera. Look, I'm using the phone right now, so this is a 360 camera. And there's a magnet on it. And there's a chest pendant. Hold on, let me try and take it off. So you wear this as a necklace around your neck. See? And you just put it under your shirt. That's how I'm able to record all the videos you guys see on for the tires. how old am I? That I don't want to say either, but let's just say I've been doing this a while, man. Like none of this stuff is new to me. That's how I was able to, the friends I was meeting, and I knew them from when I lived in China. I don't know how old you are, but someone told me something which is the truth, is that if you have the ability to travel, you should do it as much as you can and as young as you can. It definitely changes your outlook on the world, and it just changes your life. Especially if you come to Asia, it's just like, because I'm Chinese, but I'm American born. And the thing is, a lot of the American born Chinese, they don't speak the language that well. So when I came back, I learned the language. I learned more stuff about my culture. It was life changing. It was just so many things, you know. So if you're able to just travel in general, it doesn't matter, you know, if you go back to your own country for your ethnicity or whatever, I would recommend traveling, man. It's a life changer. Actually, I just came from the lounge, at the other lounge. I have some footage of it. I have access to this lounge too. Maybe I should go back in there. All right, so I got a couple minutes, maybe like 5 minutes or so. Anyone else have questions? International departures.
โปรดทราบเที่ยวบินของสายการบินแอร์มาเก๊าเที่ยวบินที่ NX9
Let's look for my flight.
พร้อมแล้วที่จะออกเดินทางไปมาเก๊า
That's me right there. This one. Hong Kong CX750. What do I want to say about them? To them? If you have the opportunity to do it, because there's actually quite a few followers of mine that are already doing it. It's just, there's just different ways to get it. That's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's tires. It could be anything. It could be something else. You know, if you have access to something, do it. If you're one of those guys who are like selling hot dogs on the street, do it. You know, there's nothing to be ashamed about. It's money. You know, I just happen to find a way to make my niche and do something that I guess no one else is doing. As far as like, I mainly sell the tires that are for luxury cars, and I go through the trouble to do that because I'm not a full-on shop. So everything that I try to sell, at least before the pandemic, I would get like good money for it. Like the percentages that I'm getting now, like are around 20% less or so. It's around 20% less money, 20 to 25% less. Like let's say if I sold something for 200 now, I would probably be getting like 250 for it before the pandemic. But it's not like that. So for anyone that wants to do the tires or whatever else you want to do, just go out and do it. Just like, you know, I'm doing YouTube. Like, I didn't know that I was going to get monetized. I didn't know if it was going to go anywhere. And everything is a science experiment. Everything still is. You know, maybe one day, a year from now, I just say, screw it. You know, I'm going to quit because it's not going anywhere. But I do see it going somewhere. So I owe an obligation to myself to see how far I could take it. You know, the whole thing is like, you got to get out of your comfort zone and do things that like you don't want to do or you have doubts about. Like, for example, I'll be honest, like this travel video I'm about to do, I'm not really kind of like feeling it because I don't think it's going to come out the right way. You know, I'm still going to do it, you know. It's just one of those things. It's like, how do you handle yourself when you don't want to do it? And a lot of the stuff that I say is like, I watch a lot of Gary Vee. I don't know if you guys know who that is. I used to watch a lot of him like before the pandemic and during the pandemic. The thing with Gary Vee is that he says a lot of repetitive stuff, but it's good because it gives you that positive reinforcement. But once in a blue moon, he gives you some piece of advice that like it really changes you. So the piece of advice I got like from him maybe like a year and a half ago in one of his videos, he says, the reason why you guys aren't hitting it hard, you guys aren't doing it because you guys think you don't deserve to be there. And that just hit me because everything else he could tell me about, you know, not worrying about what people think, you know, don't, you know, stop living in the past, all the other stuff that he says. But when he said that, like, you know, you're not doing it because you don't think, you know, you deserve to be there. That's not true. I deserve to be here. I deserve a shot. I deserve the chance to see if I can make it. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You move on, you know? That's what I could tell everyone. Has YouTube paid me yet? Yeah. Easy does it. Nobody gives a F about what? What are you talking about? Nobody gives a F about what though? What are you referring to? Yeah, YouTube started paying me already, but it's not that much, believe it or not. I'm only making about $100 a month, and I only got monetized during Christmas. It's only been like 4 months. All right, so I'm gonna end it right here. I want to thank everyone for watching, tuning into the stream. Thanks again for all you guys supporting me. Give me like a few minutes. What I'm gonna do is on this stream, after I end it, I want to put the link to my Discord. You guys could look at all the pictures and videos that I put there. If you guys can join, it's free. You just join. You have questions, I'll go ahead and answer them there. So I got to get to the gate. I want to make sure, like, I always like to be there a little early. So give me a couple minutes to put the link for the Discord. Thanks for everyone for watching. I should have a video out in about a week or so, a week or less. Okay. It's not going to be this trip video. It's going to take a while to edit. Like I said, I have over 1,000 tiny little clips that I'm trying to mash together into like a stylish art project or whatever. But it'll be out soon. It'll be out. The travel video will be out in some time. The other video should be out in a week or so. Okay. All right, keep going. Have a good night, man. Appreciate it. Everyone else, thank you for watching. And again, I'm going to put the Discord link up in the next couple minutes, okay? So just go back to this video and the Discord link will be there. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a good night.